In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the X10 Mechanic Master from Easy SMX. Is this third-party budget price controller the perfect fit for all your Switch, PC, and mobile phone gaming needs? Hello YouTube, it's me, it's Michael B. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Today we're taking a look at the Easy SMX Mechanic Master Controller. And is this budget third-party controller more than meets the eye? So that's right guys, in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the X10 Mechanic Master Controller from Easy SMX. I want to say a huge thank you to Easy SMX for sending me out this controller for the purpose of this review. Anyways, this thing promises a lot of features and connectivity with PC, Switch, mobile phone, and more, and promises a great gaming experience. Well, let's put it through its paces and see if it delivers on all those aspects. But before we get into that, I want to say thank you so much everybody for checking out the video. Guys, I always appreciate the support. If this is your first time to the channel, you like what you see, go ahead, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, all that YouTube stuff. And here guys, we have the Easy SMX X10 Mechanic Master. Once again, thank you so much to Easy SMX for sending me out this product for review. First off, let's take a look at the packaging, and it's a relatively simple packaging, gamer's choice. And then on the back, upside down, is a description of the X10 Mechanic Master. Flip it around, you're going to get a mirror side there, and once again, here's the front. So let's take a look at everything that's included in the box. We shimmy it open, and there you can see the X10 Mechanic Master Controller itself. We're going to have a little bit of trouble getting this out of the package, but once you shimmy it out as well, you're going to find a controller very similar to an Xbox controller. It's got a good weight to it. The buttons, the control directional pad, the Hall effect sticks, everything feels really good. The triggers feel good. It's a pretty well-built controller from the early look of things. So we'll take a look here on the back, and let's take a look what else we have in the box. Here you're going to have your 2.4 gigahertz receiver. So anybody who's had an 8-bit 2.4, you know what that is. Down below, we've got a customer service card, basically letting people know your thoughts and opinions on the product. You've also got your control panel. You're going to get a USB-C charging cable that's also going to be necessary for when you play. And then you're also going to get switchable faceplates for the controller, which we'll go into a little bit later. So guys, let's talk about the controller. The controller itself feels really good. The mechanical buttons have a really nice feel to them. The Hall effect joysticks feel really good as well. There's a variety of buttons there, including a Xbox button that's actually got the SMX on it. You've got your two sets of triggers on the back. There's actually triggers underneath the controller as well. I guess this is for racing. I've never used these, but they're there in case you need them. Like I said earlier, it's very similar to an Xbox controller, so if you're comfortable with that form factor, buttons, and functionality, that's what you're getting here with the X10 Mechanic Master. It's essentially a Xbox controller. Alright guys, so let's talk about those removable faceplates, and let me tell you, this is surprisingly easy. There's little notches for you to stick your thumbnail in, and all these come off relatively simple. Once you have that, you just connect your new faceplate. You're going to grab these controller button sticks. Of course, you're going to try not to lose yours. They pop on incredibly easy, and once I pick the other one up from the floor, there you can see I've completely changed the faceplate on my controller. It's now got a white look, and it's that simple. So the type of controller you're using is designated by this switch here on the back. You're going to leave it on the 2.4 gigahertz receiver, and then of course that's where we get this USB stick that was included. Next over is the wired connection, so once you flip that on, you're going to need to set it up as a wired controller. That's where the USB-C charging cable comes in. You're going to plug that into your PC or device and then plug in the USB-C slot to the top to charge it or use it to play. Next off, you're going to switch it to the Bluetooth, and at this point, it will basically work just like an Xbox controller. In fact, my PC recognized it as an Xbox controller, and I was already set up and ready to roam on Steam. Last but not least, you can use this with Nintendo Switch as well. The last setting, Nintendo Switch, once you turn it on there, you're good to go with your Switch. So now let's talk about how comfortable this controller feels. Of course, we've got the Hall effect joysticks, Hall effect triggers. We've got mechanical full-size buttons on the front. This is a gamer's dream, and of course, the only way to test it out was to play it with a variety of games. So the first thing I really wanted to try this controller out with was fighting games. So I turned on Mortal Kombat 1, gave it a go. The controller was incredibly responsive, the mechanical buttons felt good, and the Hall effect joystick and the D-pad worked well for me to basically play Mortal Kombat 1. I then went over and played some driving games, so I checked out Hot Wheels Unleashed, and the controller worked extremely well. The buttons, again, performed well, it felt comfortable, and I was getting good control. Then last but not least, I checked out RoboCop Rogue City as a first-person shooter, and the controller performed just as well as I hoped it would. It's essentially just like an Xbox controller with the upgraded mechanical buttons. The joysticks felt good, so I was overall getting a very good play experience while I was playing through RoboCop Rogue City for the first time today. Now, one of the benefits compared to an Xbox controller is the fact that it has a regular 4-way directional pad, so I wanted to test that out playing some retro games to see how that would perform and how this controller would work for playing retro games on my PC. Of course, I checked out one of my all-time favorite, Castlevania 4, Super Castlevania, and the directional pad worked great on this. I had no problem performing all my normal movements. And then, of course, I tried the tried and true tested method of Quick Man Stage with no flash beam, and I'm happy to report that the controller had no lag. I was able to get through with emulation running Quick Man's lasers without using my flash beam, no problem. So I'm very happy with how this controller performed with its Bluetooth functionality. Look at that, almost all the way through, we're almost there. Boom goes the dynamite. So guys, for $54.99, you're getting some high-end gaming controls with the fun feature of changing out the faceplates. I think this controller is a winner. So anyways, guys, that's my look at the X10 Mechanic Master Controller from Easy SMX, and I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with it. I mean, it gave me great connectivity no matter what device I was using it on. For my PC, I just set it up to Bluetooth. It automatically recognized it as an Xbox controller, which gave me great play compatibility with Steam and with my Hyperspin device from Kinhank, so I could play whatever I wanted with literally no setup. On top of that, it's a really comfortable controller. It has a very similar form factor to a standard Xbox controller, but it's a little bit lighter. The mechanical buttons feel great. The Hall effects, triggers, joysticks, everything feels really good. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with this product for the price point at $54.99 US. And I gotta say, the magnetic faceplates add another cool feature as well, and it's cool how quickly and easily you could change those out. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of the X10 Mechanic Master from Easy SMX? Is this a controller you'd be interested in picking it up? A third-party controller that you can use with your Switch, gaming on your PC, or maybe gaming on a mobile device? Anyways, guys, thank you so very much for watching. This is Michael B. the Game Genie, and I'll talk to you next time.